Alright guys, we are back and better than ever. So in today's video, I'm reacting to Anton Daniels pretty much going over the most recent tweets with DJ Vlad. And basically Vlad is pulling the whole wool off of everyone's eyes when it comes to the Tory Lanez and Jay-Z, Megan Thee Stallion situation. Everyone knows about that situation. Allegedly, Tory shot Megan in the foot back in summer 2020, and it's been going on for the past 6 years. Both of their careers, I would speak more about Megan. Her career has not been the same since then, if we're being objective. And this story kind of sheds some more light, in my opinion, on what really happened. Now, the question that I have, and the question that I'm sure a lot of people still have, is why? And Anton gets into this a little bit more in the video. Why was it so important to protect Megan Thee Stallion? And I have my own thoughts on that, but we'll get to that later. Let's go ahead and see what Vlad was saying on X about Jay-Z.
He says, Rock Nation has been paying me to support Megan. They also paid off all the jury members to convict Tory. And they bribed the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album.
All right, let me just stop it right there. No, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying that at all. But I find it very, very hard to believe that Jay-Z, Sean Carter, agreed to put a verse on this random ass judge's what do you say, grandson, cousin, whatever. I find it very, very hard to believe that Jay-Z agreed to putting a verse on this random rapper's album. Now, I don't know if y'all believe that, and again, I have no evidence other than history. we don't typically see that happen. And when we do see it happen, it kind of raises an eyebrow. And again, I know this is a little bit different than the content that I usually post. Again, shout out to Anton, because he provides a lot of content for us. But yeah, if y'all expect me to believe that Jay-Z agreed to put a verse on a random rapper's album, you can't get me. I'm not buying it at all.
They paid off Megan's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. She was never shot. The LA police are all on Jay's payroll, and it doesn't stop with LA, but you're not ready to hear that part. The Mexican guy who stabbed Tory, who do you think paid him to do that? You already know the answer to that. 3 Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's appeal, all paid off by the Rock Mafia. Jay also paid Trump not to pardon Tory, even though it's a state case. Trump can only pardon federal cases, but knowing Trump likes to bend the rules, Jay wasn't taking any chances.
Guys, President Trump is a billionaire. He doesn't need Jay-Z's money to not pardon Tory. Again, I don't know if I'm the only person that doesn't believe anything that Vlad said. I'm sure there are people that believe him, and I'm sure that people are going to make videos about this, and it's going to be a whole thing. It's very, very, very hard for me to believe this. Trump doesn't need Jay-Z's money to pardon Tory, especially because we know, and I'm sure Trump knows this too, Tory's not getting out. It's a state case. It's not federal. So I don't really understand that point at all. It sounds less and less believable the more that I hear. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that thinks this way.
I can't keep these lies secret anymore. This is my last tweet. If you know, you know who. If this is my last tweet, you know who silenced me. All right, let me stop there. I'm gonna get into the second part of it. This victim Olympian, this victim shit. If this is my last tweet, you know who silenced me. I'm not going for it because I've been saying for a long time. I got invited over to the Vlad platform when the whole Corey Holcomb shit went off the rails, and it was one of the few platforms that I was like, you know what? I just can't do it because, and it's not that you got anything to hide or anything like that, but I can't keep understanding why y'all keep putting yourselves in these positions I ain't even gonna say to support, but y'all keep putting yourselves in a position to have to deal with somebody who clearly is willing to take money and his integrity is on the line. So when I look at this,
All right, but Anton, you and I both know the answer to that question. We know why Vlad does the videos that he does, and we know why the people that go to his platform and willingly snitch on themselves. We know why they do it. They get exposure. Vlad gets exposure. Vlad gets paid. They get paid. So if you guys aren't aware, DJ Vlad pays for his interviews. Now he's not the only one. He's not the only one at all. Usually, big media companies, if it's a guest that they really want, that's really in demand, they'll bring a lot of visibility. They'll pay to have that guest get on their platform. So that's nothing new. I know for a fact, and I don't really rock with the Joe Budden podcast anymore, but I used to be a Patroni back in the day. I used to really rock with Joe. I loved his music breakdowns on albums and things like that. But as went on and Melissa Ford left and they brought in Mona and Mark Lamont Hill, I can't. I just couldn't do it anymore. Got tired of Parks really not standing on business when Joe and all the other cast members really went on their anti-white shit, and Parks sitting there, he know good and goddamn well they be spewing bullshit on that platform. He never says anything. For me, that platform, the integrity just dropped down low. But besides all that, Joe pays for interviews, and if you don't believe me, there's an episode where he spoke about him paying Dr. Umar to come on the platform. So we know that people get paid for interviews. So the reason why people go on Vlad's platforms because they get paid. Like it's for the money. I mean, Vlad gets paid because he gets to upload the video and upload a million clips. The artist or whoever the hell he's interviewing, they get paid to go on the platform. The money keeps circulating. So it's not a big surprise to me that people go on his platform. Yeah, it's not a surprise to me that someone like Anton would not go on his platform. He doesn't need Vlad's money. Kind of like how Trump doesn't need Jay-Z's money. You see how this stuff all kind of ties in together? You can see parallels the more you look. You see the more and more parallels. And it's like, things make a lot more sense. And you can call out BS a lot quicker when things just inherently make sense.
and I'm gonna get to the Jay-Z part in a minute too. When I look at this whole situation and this whole tweet, I'm not looking at it and saying, "Oh man, you did the right thing. Oh man, everything is awesome," or whatever. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at it and saying, "You just telling on yourself, and you basically trying to save yourself because you know that they possibly might be going after Jay-Z the same way that they did everybody else that they going after." Let me read this second part of it, and then I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the whole situation. It says, "I'm seeing the news that Kelsey's bodyguard came forward and said that Kelsey shot Megan, not Tory. Appeals fall through. This isn't going to overturn Tory's conviction if this were actually true to the person who put him there. And why would the shooter even do a jail call with the person who was being culture where, anyways, my whole point is I hate it, bro. I hate this whole culture where, everything is payola and everything is finessing and or whatever. I honestly believe that whatever, and I was talking to Slimmy about this on the phone, whatever Jay did to somebody, and I'm gonna get into the whole Megan thing, and because multiple different things can be true at the same time. Whoever Jay pissed off, because we all know that Diddy probably pissed some people off, especially with the whole liquor situation. I've always stood on the idea that Diddy wasn't. They didn't go after Diddy because of trafficking or the Mann Act or any of that type of stuff. I don't believe that they went after Diddy because of Cassie. I believe that that whole situation blew up and that footage was released because of him going against the powers that be and because
Facts. Facts. And knowing me, I know earlier in this video I said this is not really the type of content that I usually post on this channel, but it all ties in together. It all ties in together. These big players, to us, are billionaires. They do what they want. They go where they want. They have the women that they want. They have the cars. They have the investments. They have the property. They have the jewelry. They have the alcohol. They have the yacht. They have everything that they want. So to us, it seems like, oh shit, billionaires just balling, doing what they want. In actuality, billionaires are more constructed than anyone else. Anyone. They can't move and do the things that we think that they can. Because in order to become a billionaire, you have to play by certain rules, man. You just have to. It doesn't work. A rogue billionaire, I'm telling you guys what a rogue billionaire and what they do to rogue billionaires. I'll tell you. And people that are smart, they can follow along with what I'm about to say before I even say it. They already know what I'm thinking. You know what happens to rogue billionaires? Just take a wild guess. Let me give you some hints. The mainstream I always have an issue saying that word. The mainstream liberal media will slander you. They'll call you fascist. They'll call you racist. They'll call you homophobic. Are you guys picking up on what I'm putting down? If you are a rogue billionaire, now think about a rogue billionaire. Just think. Did anybody's name pop into your head just now? Did Donald Trump's name just pop into your head when you think about a rogue billionaire? A billionaire that says the opposite of everything that the Democrats push, everything that the left push. You see what happens to rogue billionaires. They slander your character. They call you racist. They call you a fascist. Everything that they do, they'll call you it because you're rogue. They can't control you. And that's the entire thing. I might not even go finish this video because that's the point that I want to put out. All of this shit is BS, bro. All of it. And unless people wake up, they're going to continue to be tricked. They're going to continue to be fooled. And they're going to continue to be a pawn. Fuck that. We don't do that over here. You can't control us. You can't trick us. And you can't pawn us. We're not pawnable. Stop it. So my theory about what happened with Jay-Z, man, he pissed off the wrong person. He's not playing by the rules. And that could be a reason why something like this, information like this, is getting back to Vlad. And Vlad is able to put it out. And guess what? I'm going to tell you guys a secret. DJ Vlad will be okay. He will be A-okay because this is exactly what they want. If they're trying to tear down Jay-Z, they already got Diddy. They trying to tear down Hove too. And I'm not absolving him of any wrongdoing. But if they want to tear him down, they know exactly how. Get people like Vlad to speak negatively about him because he decided to no longer follow what the fuck they have going on. And watch your whole empire burn. Just like that. You guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me if you agree with my thoughts. And put your thoughts down in the comments because we got to get the conversation popping somehow. This is the context. City Lights. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Peace.